Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our University of Illinois President, Dr. Tim Killeen.
Thank you, Jim, and good morning, everybody. And thank you, everybody sitting in this, for being here, but also for your support, your counsel, your engagement, your loyalty, and your commitment. And yes, indeed, we are on the move, and setting grammar aside, you ain't seen nothing yet. Over the course of our 150-year plus now lifetime, University of Illinois system has carved out a range of distinct identities, all rooted in a rich history and an impact that has come to define us in the minds of people literally around the world. Some think of us as the home of one of the nation's original land-grant universities right here, Urbana-Champaign. It's really helped set off a wave of opportunity and scholarship that has changed higher education and society forever. Others think of the best-in-class academic programs at each of our universities, programs that help make Urbana the 13th best public university in the nation in this month's U.S. World and News Report rankings, and pushed UIC up from 73rd to 61st among the publics, and number 7, publics and privates, for best value for money. I normally don't talk about rankings, but heaven's sake, we're going to talk about them now. Still others identify us with the extraordinary legacy of achievement of our faculty and alumni. Nobel Prizes, Pulitzer Prizes, Oscars, Emmys, pioneering discovery that includes the LED, the graphical internet browser, night vision technology, and the new shingles vaccine. And new businesses founded by our graduates that include household names like Netscape, YouTube, PayPal, the Pampered Chef, and many others. Closer to home, we're known as Illinois' flagship university system and its largest educator, with enrollment now, as you've heard, across our 3 universities that rose to more than 85,000 students this fall, setting a new record for the 6th straight year. There's not a thing wrong with any of these descriptions. In fact, I can feel my chest pounding a little bit more just talking about them, and there's more things we could say. But I'm partial to a simpler, stripped-down label as well that we had in our strategic framework. It's front and center on the title page of our strategic framework, the roadmap that we created, co-created to guide our future. And it sums up what we are all about and who we are in just 3 words. We are the public's university. No other public system has this moniker as far as I know. But at our core, at our very core, everything we do in our classrooms, in our labs, in our outreach, is focused on a singular target, promoting the public good and building an even better tomorrow for the people of our state, Illinois, and beyond. And that moniker reminds us to never lose sight of our bottom line, supplying talented, creative, vibrant workforce, and the kind of innovation that drives progress, and the civic-minded citizens that lift their communities. But what I like best about it, actually, is that the name has a bit of a double meaning. The university system doesn't just serve the public. It has flourished over these many years because of the public, because of that partnership. The generations of public support that have guided us from the very beginning are continuing to do so. So the public's university also signifies a tip of a hat to the public partnership that has helped build this remarkable system. And it's a richly deserved salute to people like all of you who have made us what we are through your support, your counsel, your kindness, as Jim said, and your generosity. Because of you, we can make bold plans with confidence, like the ones in our strategic framework, which raises the bar to the very highest rung. We want to be the model in higher education for the land-grant system, the global model for higher education, the place where the whole world turns for pioneering ideas. And because of you, we are already on our way to reach our goals. Thanks to you, this is a university system truly on the move. We're on the march, one that picked up steam even during the historic 2-year state budget impasse that sharply reduced funding for our Data A operations. We weathered that. We came out stronger. Here are another signs of strong upward momentum. Moody's just raised our debt finance bonding authority just yesterday. That's good. The continuing enrollment gains I mentioned earlier have kept us on a pace to hit our ambitious long-range target that we set with a lot of thought and analysis 2 years ago to get to more than 93,000 students system-wide by 2021. That's a big number. That's a lot of families, a lot of young people, a lot of non-traditional learners all across the state and beyond. This fall's growth that we're on also reflects our commitment to another priority, to increase enrollment here at home in Illinois, to increase the enrollment of Illinois students and stem and out-migration to colleges in other states. And we are doing that with a solution to that problem, and we're making important gains. Keeping our best and brightest students here is vital to Illinois' economic health, because research shows that most will stay in the state where they studied and use their talents after they graduate there. So system-wide, enrollment of in-state undergraduates increased 3% this last year to nearly 46,000 students this fall. And you can literally trip over them as you walk around the campus, as you know already. And Illinois students now comprise more than 80% of our total undergraduate population. Enrollment growth was supported by our in-state tuition freeze that we have extended to a 4th consecutive year next fall. And this is the longest tuition freeze in more than 4 decades. Yes, we're committed to affordability. And it was supported by you through institutional scholarships and financial aid that has soared from $84 million to nearly $220 million over the last decade. Yes, we're committed to affordability. We're also doubling down on our investment in 2 other critical areas that have long benefited from your generous support and gifts. Over the summer, we announced the first professors that have been hired under a new initiative launched last year to build on our global standing as a leader in education and innovation. We call it the President's Distinguished Faculty Hiring Program. It was created to recruit faculty of national and international distinction to our 3 universities from a broad range of disciplines, faculty that will expand the exceptional scholarship that attracts students and research funding to our universities. We have now the first cohort, and this first cohort will add acclaimed, established world experts in electronics innovation, cancer treatment, regenerative medicine, pain management, public finance, policy evaluation, and the history of science. And it's just the start of a 3-year, $60 million initiative that will expand the ranks of great faculty, the faculty that define us through their groundbreaking scholarship, and that helps us carve out this unique identity and distinct reputation for excellence. These new faculty are going to add to our wonderful existing faculty in ways that will really, truly enrich the students that come through our doors. We're also continuing to work towards another new hiring program that will bring in hundreds of assistant professors. Not yet established, but brilliant assistant professors over the next 5 years to maintain the right-sized classes of tomorrow, to teach at the highest levels of pedagogy, and to become the stars of tomorrow. We're also ramping up our investments in other areas, in bricks and mortar, for example, to ensure that our facilities match the excellence of our faculty and our academic programs that include dozens of programs ranked among the nation's very best, as you know. But facilities have always been a priority, even during the state budget impasse. And I want to let you know that over the last 5 years, we have found a way to invest more than $1.2 billion in system-wide renovations, upgrades, new construction, classrooms, laboratories, and facilities, much of it supported, of course, by your generous gifts. And this list includes the Siebel Center for Design, being built right here in Urbana, which is going to be a unique new hub of student-focused learning and discovery. The first ever student union that opened earlier this year in Springfield. If you've not visited, you have to go there to get that sense. And a truly innovative residence and learning center under construction at UIC, emerging out of the ground as we speak. Even more projects are in the works and will be outlined in a long-range capital plan that the chancellor's provost and I are working on to develop to ensure that future bricks and mortar investments support our strategic goals. We have to match all of these different factors to really be the best we can possibly be. Finally, we are also continuing to make additional bricks and mortars for 2 new important research initiatives that Governor Rauner announced last fall, and the state, in a bipartisan manner, chose the University of Illinois system to lead. Historic, once-in-a-generation opportunity. Last spring, as I hope all of you know, and if you don't, please come visit, the state approved and signed into law a generous capital budget that provides $500 million to the University of Illinois system to develop the Discovery Partners Institute, a world-class innovation center in Chicago that will spread its impact across the state through the Illinois Innovation Network, which is a virtually connected systems of world-class hubs, including a major hub here in Urbana and one in Springfield. This new statewide network is a big idea, can only come from an institution like ours. It'll include all 3 of our universities and other partners, including Northwestern and University of Chicago and many others. And we've outlined spending priorities to develop each of these hubs during forums last month with our faculty and staff. So it's going to be a grassroots, bottoms-up process to really define and launch the state of Illinois into a new era of innovation and job creation for our students. Here in Urbana, for example, our plans include a world-class center devoted to the fast-growing field of data science and also expansion of the campus's award-winning research park. We're going to build out on success, which will breed more success. The Discovery Partners Institute and the Illinois Innovation Network will rocket our time-tested formula for discovery and innovation to a bigger scale, a massive scale. This is like the Midwest's answer to the East Coast and the West Coast, led out of your university, the Publix University. We seek to recruit hundreds of world-class researchers who will work with thousands of our students and countless businesses, small, medium, and large, investors, and entrepreneurs. This is the 22nd century economy that we're starting to build right here. So all of this promises to pack a wallop to our strategic framework. Yes, we wrote those words. Lo and behold, it's happening. And this is going to challenge us to achieve, to foster discovery that will generate new products, capabilities, job opportunities, new businesses, and a new era of prosperity for Illinois and the Midwest. We want to lead the Midwest. We want to lead the state of Illinois. So it's time to wrap up. Former First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt, who was a visitor to this great campus back in the fall of 1960, once said that the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. So we're dreaming. They are beautiful, and we're going to get to that future. And it's because of all of you. All of you are the reason we can believe so strongly in our future and why we can dream so big. And we do owe it to the 85,000 students who are under our wing and the 22,000 graduates that come off our pipeline every year. So you, generous donors, are the namesakes of our the Publix University. A truly world-class university system built through generations and generations of public support and focused squarely and relentlessly on the public good. So my deepest thanks, and through me, all of our thanks, our students, our faculty, our staff, everything that you do, your loyalty, your support, your presence, your counsel, and please enjoy your weekend on this truly magnificent, growing campus.